can't see a thing.
Go on, Rita, baby. Now that sounds really groovy. I tell you what, let's sing. Well, it's nice to see Brick safe and sound. After all he's been around, and in my beauty should be crowned. The king of limbo. Well, he's had his ups and he's had his downs. He's had his smiles.
Hold on a minute. Bro really said Spray is not streaming right now 30 seconds after stream start time. Really? Dude, it's approximate. Ah! Dude, my guy Viv be over here like, it's 7 o'clock and he's not here. Ah! Okay, hello everyone. Let me fix the audio not playing. Boop, boop. Hopefully that fixes it. Dude, I was thinking about playing Arceus, but I don't want to upset the schedule. I was legit like, damn, man, it's been a cool minute since I played Arceus. And I was like, oh, wait, never mind. It's only been about 3 days. Right? It was what? Arceus, then Final Fantasy, then Bioshock. Now today we're playing this. I think that's pretty fair. So yeah, that's pretty alright. Anyway, welcome everyone. We're gonna do Dragon Quest as soon as it loads. I'll switch the thing over. Dragon Quest is, as we already know, takes quite a while to load up. Okay. Let's see. Yep. All right, we got something. Very nice. All right. Very nice. I mean, hell, last time we had a ton of stuff that happened. Bro made me actually check to see if I was still stuck on the thing. Unbelievable. He actually faked me out. Just like that one time where I was streaming for like 10 minutes. And I was legit... I forget what stream that was. That was a bad one. That was a really bad one. I was streaming for like multiple minutes. And then I'm like, oh, no wonder Viv is like, damn, he never showed up. Because I literally never hit go live. Because on YouTube, you have to do one extra step before going live. You have to literally press the button on the web page or on the stream, the live stream page, which is go live. On Twitch, you just go live. Alright. So what did I say we're going to do? Oh, we have to defeat Atlas. Okay, well, what we should do is we should finish up any last minute things. Pokemon Violet? Oh, good. The nothing of value was lost. Not even to be a dick. It's a Pokemon stream, then. We're good. Alright. See, he had me worried for a second there. I was like, damn, bro, was it a stream I really cared about? No, it was Pokemon. But yeah, nothing really happened that was too major. I do want to try to record the next episode of the fucking podcast, because it's been about a month, and a lot has changed. I mean, like... Oh, great. Let me eat something. I like how Malroth doesn't even help us anymore. He does not come out here to aid us in combat. He's done. He does not care about us anymore. Just my witty comments and reaction. Yeah, it's great. But, you know, it wouldn't be a spray and pray playthrough if something horrible didn't happen, you know? That's kind of how it is sometimes. Like, I'll fuck up something, and it's just... Every playthrough I used to do back in the day, something would go wrong. Either I would record too long of a session, because back in the day I used to use Dazzle, and Dazzle was great, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't great for recording the original Dazzle that I used was not made to record gameplay. It was made to record, like, VHS tapes that you wanted to digitize. So it, like, you should really, I don't even know if they have videos like this up anymore. It's probably more like YouTube playthrough history, which is probably already a niche topic. But what would happen is, like, you would have to use splitters and stuff, so that way you would get the best picture, and then you would have to record and have a reasonably strong PC, right? And I just didn't have any of that. I had stock computers, right? I just didn't have any of that.
Yep.
For anyone who's wondering. So, like, back in the day, I just had delay in my shit. Like, it was really, it was a setup. I mean, that's why a lot of those old playthroughs, like, some of them I would like to redo, right? So, like, Darksiders, or Assassin's Creed, or, you know, all that stuff. I mean, like, think about like this, right? Like, back in the day, it would take me, like, an hour to render, like, a 15-minute video. So I would have my computer literally running, like, at night, and I would set timers. So that way I could, wake up at certain times, render, move the video slider over, and then just render the next fucking, you know, the next 15 minutes. It would take, like, no, it did take an hour. It took 45 minutes. 45 minutes to render at 30 FPS 720p on a stock Windows 7 computer back in the day. Like, nowadays, obviously, it's nothing. But nowadays, the minimum is 1080, which, in any event, it's like 1-to-1. It's not a big deal. So yeah, it was a completely different era of making content back in the day. Do I miss it? Sometimes. I miss the appeal. I miss the charm, you know? There was definitely a certain charm to how you could make playthroughs back in the day that we just don't have anymore. Good times. I think about him fondly still, believe it or not. Alright, none of this is going to really help. I mean, let's be fair here. He's just going to walk through all this. We're just going to have to fire the fucking cannon a whole bunch. But I guess we could pretend like this is going to meaningfully help us, right? Okay. Honestly, this looks so weird. But let's just set this up. That's what I was going to do before the end of last time. But anyway, enough of my nostalgia ranting. I hope your day's been going well, Viv. How does this look? I think this is fine, right? This is the middle. Yeah, now I just go over and do the opposite side. Yeah. Hello, Ash. Welcome. Yeah, back in the day, we did not have, like, all the modern tech and stuff that makes rendering easy. Like, even the capture cards were not designed for that. That was something that happened in the wake of all of the big YouTube renaissance, basically, as I'll put it. All these capture cards, all these people suddenly came together and were like, hey, instead of making, you know, basically they knew there was a market and they acted on it, which is smart, right? Like, that's what you would want to do if you were trying to, you know, create a market, trying to create demand. Like, you would want to say, hey, these people want video capture cards, let's give it to them. And that's exactly what we had. But back then, the Dazzle was trash, man. Like, but it was all I had, so you have to work with all you have when you want to do stuff. I mean, I don't know what else to say, right? Like, it was either that or I didn't record, you know? And it cost a lot. It was like $60, which back then was a lot for me. You know, I've always been the kind of guy that's like, look, what do I want to do? Do I want to play video games or do I want to invest in crazy hardware? And I always chose the video games, you know? It is what it is. That was just the choice I made. I'm not going to sit here and tell you if it was the right or wrong choice. You know, but that was the choice I always used to make, was do I want to play the video games or do I want to, you know, invest in crazy shit? And you know what? I should not have done that. That was stupid. And you know what? Ultimately, like, nowadays, looking back, it's very easy to say, well, you should have done the hardware. But, you know, a lot of those playthroughs really meant a lot to me, you know? I mean, they might be borderline unwatchable by today's standards, but they did mean a lot to me, right? It was... What the fuck? It was kind of cool to, you know, play, like, Sleeping Dogs, for example, you know? That was a really fun playthrough that I didn't expect, right? Otherwise, I would have probably had to give that up to afford some hardware or something. I don't know. So that's kind of how I view it, right? It was a necessary evil, right? A lot of times in life, that's what things are. You have little choice, right? Oh, good lord. I need that sand down there, actually. I need to get glass. What a terrible chapel they just make you build out of nowhere, too. I really hate that. Chapel sucks. Toxic Onslaught Katusha got more of her stuff out and brought my great aunt over. What do you mean more of her stuff? I guess, like, she brought, like, literally physical stuff out. I'm gonna say that's probably bad, right? So she's have a heart attack before breaking up a fight. Yeah, no. That is unfortunately probably like the tactic, right? Like, you're not gonna cause problems. She has heart problems, right? Yeah, it's kind of fuck. I don't know. It's like, well, what, you want to cause problems when you're great, you know, when your grandmother or your granddad's here or whatever? Like, you want to create problems? You know that she has a weak heart, right? It's manipulation. I don't know. I don't know why people can't just be chill. I mean, I say that, and I know damn well, you know, what a lot of families are like, right? But I don't know, man. To me, it's always just been like why not just be chill? You know, like, not everything is that serious, you know? But, again, you know, a lot of times people refer to this as crabs in a bucket mentality, especially if you talk about it in the black community. I'll say that that's, like, partially correct, but I mean, like, it happens in any community, right? It's a lot of, I don't know if narcissism's the right word, but it's definitely a lot of something. Now, maybe narcissism is the right word. It's definitely a lot of ego, I think, is the word I would use. Like, especially what I've encountered a lot is, well, I've done this for so long and I haven't died, right? Not literally, they haven't died, but, you know, I've done this for so long, that's just the way we do things. You know, it's literally the appeal to tradition that just doesn't even make any sense. But, I mean, that's how a lot of people view a lot of things, right? It's like, well, I've done this for so longer than you've been alive and it's worked. I mean, especially a lot of people who... How does this get placed again? Hang on. Like this? What's jump? It's different in every game I play. Okay. Anyway, a lot of people just have that mentality. They've had it their whole life. No one has ever told them... Actually, no, this is not correct. No one has ever told them no. So, clearly it hasn't been enough of a problem for shit to change, right? What? Dude, what? You know why? Because I'm not looking directly down. There we go. It is what it is, Ash. And knowing what it's like, I am sorry that you have to deal with it. I had a lot of that in my life, and it annoys me to my core. But, I mean, that's... At least in my family, that's just how, That's just kind of how things are. I had to learn to accept it. The difference is that I don't live with these people. So, like, I could accept it easier because I don't have to deal with them every fucking day, right? Whereas, for you, that is definitely a harsher situation because you can't just get away from these idiots, you know? What can you do? Not sneeze. Okay, maybe not. Anyway, I just want to build for a bit. Because we're kind of done anyway. I can't wait till we have a game that AI rates all of your buildings. I think that would be so fun. That would be so interesting. Okay. Oh, we have to build a staircase. Oops. How do we build a staircase up to the gun? Aw, fuck that. See, I would like to not do this. Look how much extra shit I have to put on here. Not a lot. I guess it's not a lot. What else could I do? I mean, I guess I could make an external staircase over here on the back, right? Just in case I fall down. Like, I don't want to lose the battle or something because I did not, like, secure myself, right? Like, there's only one way up. So I'll just make an extra staircase or two. Am I keeping a clear line of fire? Of course, I have to, right? Like, that's the whole point. I have to keep a clear line of fire, otherwise all this is pointless. Yeah, but crabs in a bucket mentality is super common, dude. Like, oh, well, you know, you're doing well. Well, we all do well or we all don't do well. And some people are totally cool with that. I mean, it's kind of heartbreaking. I could tell that from experience. It is kind of heartbreaking. You know, like, well, if you got something good, then I'm entitled to it. Why? I don't know. That's just how people are. You've got something good going on, so it's mine because reasons. And it's because people feel entitled to shit that happened to them like 50, 60 years ago. You know? Imagine being slighted by someone like so long ago we were not even in Vietnam. And you feel entitled to their shit because of it. It's that to me is absolutely outlandishly wild. But I mean, a lot of people are like that. I mean, that's just how a lot of people are. For lack of a better way of saying it. You know, like they see it as, well, it's mine. It should be mine. Oh, here we go. I don't think I could place it here, actually, because I can't... And no wonder I never fixed some of this. She Slayer. That's a lot of people. Not to, you know, take it away from you or your family, but a lot of people are like that. You know, like something happened, you know, 10 years ago. I mean, like, but that's what a grudge is, right? Like, the difference is that, like, you could have a grudge against someone, or you could feel a certain type of way about something they may have done, you know, like, how long ago? 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago? But you could just keep that in your mind and deal with them like a normal person. I don't know. To me, I never understood that. It's like, why am I... Like, look, there's a lot of people that did shit 10, 15 years ago I think is dumb. Sometimes I get mad at it. Do I, you know, but then I have to remember, like, what's done is done. Fortunately, no one died, right? Everything worked out for the best, right? So, like, is that easy for a lot of people to do? Clearly the fuck not. You know, like, if I were to have a conversation with these people, like, I'm not going to bring up a laundry list of shit that they did or didn't do, right? I'm just going to be like, you know, this is why I don't ask so-and-so to do certain things, right? Because, like, I know how they act, and I don't want them to get involved. The less involved they are, the better. So, farm has dirt. Yeah, the dirt block is blocking it. I just don't want to dig it up. Honestly, it'll probably be faster and easier just to dig it from the outside. Maybe. Alright, we need to make some food. What was the food that we could make again? I don't even remember all the recipes. What happens if we do potato and wheat together? Do we even have any meat? Sure, what happens? Let's see. I've never done this before. This is actually an unknown meal. What would be like a potato, mashed potatoes with a steak sandwich or something? I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out. Yeah, I gotta re-put all this stuff. Yeah. I'm actually just curious to see what this will bring. But yeah, Ash, I don't know. It's very easy for me to say you need to get out. I understand that, right? That's not always the most applicable thing ever. That's why a lot of people ask me, well, if you dislike New York so much, why don't you leave? Because I kind of can't, and I also kind of don't want to. Like, ultimately, at the end of the day, despite what the idiots in this fucking city do, it is still my home. Like, I still live here. I told you it was a hamburger. Look at that. I actually need to eat that. We already had a few. Restores fullness by 65%. Jesus Christ, that's amazing. Beautiful. Wow, and it raises attack power. Okay. Well, let's, I'm gonna expand this, which means I'm gonna move all of this. We don't need Earth, we don't need the War Banner, we don't need that. Do we have any other rooms that I haven't utilized yet? Guess we're gonna make use on the 3rd floor. Oh shit! Okay, I need to put a railing. But that is a good point. Like, I do need to, honestly, why is it this deep? That doesn't make sense. I actually like now that you're supposed to do this epic fight, that like the gameplay kind of stops. It actually lets you just build. So basically, here's the deal, right? We could probably get away with walking under the cannon, as you could see. But for the most part, like, I'd probably want to create rooms. Right? This is not totally centered. That's gonna drive me fucking insane, bro. This is not centered. Oh, well, there's nothing I could do, right? Like, what am I supposed to do? Move everything about my castle over? No, that's not gonna happen, unfortunately. I mean, I guess the only thing I could do is I could expand this back 1 tile. Yeah, I guess I could. I didn't even think about that. Oh, that's them down there. I was like hearing Miiverse sound effects. I was like, why the fuck am I hearing Miiverse sound effects? Yeah, I am jealous of people who have, like, really, I don't want to say functional, because that sounds wrong. I am jealous of people who have families that don't have a lot of this nonsense, right? And I understand that a lot of it is rooted in a lot of real-life trauma, but trauma does not give you the right or reason to do fucked up stuff on that level. But, like, I intentionally don't get into it because I just, you know, the less I talk about it, especially on my channel, the better off I am, because it just puts me in a bad mood instantly. And to me, like, you know, have I ever made a playthrough when I was in, like, an absolutely foul mood? It had to have happened before either of you were here, right? Because, like, I remember there were some days, like, I just would just play video games. And I would just be fucking annoyed. And I don't want to come on my channel, you know, which, you know, when, I like to imagine that almost every video that I make is, like, someone's first video that watching me, right? I think that that's, like, a good mindset to really get into, right? Like, always assume that your first... Always assume that whatever video you're making is going to be the first time someone's exposed to you, potentially. Because it happens. And I remember thinking to myself, like, do I really want to come on this game? Any game. It doesn't matter what the game is. And you know, be in a bad mood, you know? Like, it's not really putting your best foot forward, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I've done some playthroughs where I was just pissed off the whole time at either myself or things going on or stuff like that. And that's not the kind of content I want to make, period. Non-abrasive? What do you mean? No, I'm gonna say it's not normal. I don't give a shit about how to pronounce it or whatever. Like, I know you're making a joke, but like, I don't care if it's whatever. Like, the stuff people do to people in their own family, you know, flesh and blood is supposed to be so important. Sometimes it's the most fucked up stuff imaginable, and the justification is like, you know, ancient shit. Like, look, there's some people that I know who they just never had a chance. Like they either never really had a family that was cohesive, or their family was hooked up on all kinds of drugs and stuff. Like, they just never had a chance. There was never a chance that they could have a normal family and things would be good, right? That's one thing. But a lot of people had chances. They just chose to, you know, intentionally dick around. They chose to... Wait, what the fuck? Oh. It's actually the opposite. We don't need 4. I have to move everything else forward by 1. Bro. I'm about to move this back by 1 to make it congeal better. I don't know. Whatever. This is... What am I doing with this? Oh, did I say I wish not... I guess I said, yeah, not normal. I don't know, like, I guess someone would say, well, you shouldn't say not normal. But I don't know, man. Like, it kind of takes one to know one a little bit. Like, eventually you just get kind of sick of the bullshit a little bit, you know? It's just like, damn, bro, could y'all just be legit for like 5 minutes? Like, that type of stuff. There's no really good way to resolve this, unfortunately. There just isn't. Because the cannon is like 3 blocks wide, but then I guess the hallway will just have to be 3 blocks wide, or like 4 blocks wide. Because, like, what do? Do I give priority to the cannon because it's a game-given creation? Or do I give priority to my creation and do something different? Like, I could technically move this back even further one more time, and I guess that would fix it. Yeah, fuck it. Non-abrasive. I mean, I get what you're saying. Well, maybe I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I get what you're saying. Not that it doesn't make sense. I don't know. To me, like, I just reach a certain point, Viv, I'm just like, this is bullshit, and I never want to do this. Like, I don't know. That's been my mindset for a lot of things, like drugs, a lot of things. It's just like, I just don't want to do it. I don't smoke. My grandfather died of lung cancer. Very, very tragically. To the point that his death was almost out of nowhere. So, certain things I just never did. I just never got into it. Never had any appeal. But that's because everybody smoked. Especially in the time that he was from, everyone smoked. That was like just what people did. They all lit up. So by extension, I never did weed, never did fuck, what's it called? Never did any of that shit. It just wasn't for me. It wasn't my aesthetic. It wasn't my vibe. It wasn't my whatever, right? Whatever fancy words you want to use. It just wasn't for me. So I just never did it. But trust me, nothing breaks a family apart faster than fucking money issues, bro. Nothing breaks anything apart more than money issues. As something who used to smoke, it's a bitch to quit. Not worth the benefits. What I mean, there are probably benefits, but to me it's just like, I don't know, man. I just never had the appeal. Let me just say that. I guess that's good enough for me to leave off on. I never had the appeal of it. Never did it. Only time I would smoke is if I was hanging out with Snoop Dogg. I would do it then and only marijuana, because you cannot pass up token with Snoop. That's like the little meme that I say all the time. I'm like, yeah, the only time I would ever smoke, man, is if I was smoking with Snoop. This is like a fucking meme. That would be kind of funny. Wait, am I doing this right? The answer is probably not, but whatever. Fuck it. Let's keep going and see what happens. By the way, hello, Alex. Welcome to the stream. I guess we could break down some more of this, too. Shit. Well, that's not what I wanted. You got a light? Yeah. Oh, dude. Did I tell you that story, Viv? I've had multiple people come up to me and ask me for a light. And I'm like, when I said... One time, some dude walks up to me, and he's like, hey, yo, bro, you got a light? That's basically what he said to me. That's like 80%. He was like, hey, yo, you got a light? And I was like, no, sorry, I don't smoke, right? This was back in maybe 2019. So this was a while ago, obviously. And he got, like, all offended to the question, or to my response. I was like, I don't have a light. I don't smoke. Like, what else am I supposed to say? I do not smoke. I do not partake of cigarettes, sir. Like, this dude over here wanted a whole ass... I don't even know what he wanted. I don't even know what response he was expecting. Most people just don't even give out frees, as they call it. I didn't even know that was a term. Most people just don't give out frees. Period. You're just shit out of luck. You don't have a light of your own, bro. Most people are not spending their Bic lighter on someone that they do or don't know. Or someone that they don't know. That's just not happening. This dude got all offended. I was like, bro, I do not smoke. This is not me trying to disrespect you or whatever the fuck that these people think it is. I just don't smoke. It's insane. It's insane how people are like, dudes in NYC are such fucking losers that they will always like try to look for a reason to start beef or to start a problem or to start like some kind of issue just so they could take a W, right? Just so they could fight you and take a W. I mean, that's basically what it comes down to. Dudes in NYC are so fucking thirsty to take a W in their pathetic lives. And I mean, like, New York sucks in a lot of ways. It's not totally their fault. That they're willing to fight dudes just because they want to take a W. So they could go home and feel good about themselves. Like, it's crazy to me. That's why you got dudes on the train trying to start fights with anyone and everyone. Just so they can fucking go home, beat someone's ass, take out their frustrations. You know, it's just, it's wild. I was dissing him so hard by telling him one of my life decisions is just to not partake of nicotine or menthols or whatever. Like, yeah, it was too much, man. How could he possibly live with that? Dude, I had one time this high school girl came up to me, this Asian girl came up to me and was like, yo, you have any weed? Or she asked me for something. It might have been a light, it might have been weed. I didn't really hear what she said, but I understood the intent. And the first thought in my mind is, I could never give you shit. Okay, I'm going to jail. No, go away. I told her, no, I don't do that. And I walked away. I didn't wait for her response. I walked away. I'm like, bro, what do you confront me over? Oh, do you smoke? No. That's the problem. Weed culture is absurd, man. Too many motherfuckers are hooked on too much shit, bro. Look, I know life sucks, man, but I don't know. I couldn't do weed. That shit just doesn't seem right to me. Like, for real. Too many people are hooked on too many drugs. I always had matches and people didn't know what to do when I handed them the match. But oh my god! Don't tell me that! Come on! People don't know how to light matches? Dude, the fucking hand lighters have completely neutered an entire generation of people. It's insane. No fucking way. What about the lady face-punching spree of NYC? I mean, but is that not them just getting what they voted for in the most, like, obtuse and crude way possible? Like, they vote to not send dudes to jail, they vote to import a bunch of people, and then these dudes are literally punching them in the face, and then Salon, of all fucking places, not that Salon is credible or anything, Salon is like, oh, well, it must be right-wingers. Bro, come on, dude. Let's be real. It ain't no fucking right-wingers. These dudes are insane. But that's part of propaganda. These dudes are flat out just making the world's craziest, least believable propaganda in history. And they just are like, yeah, you should just believe it. They're insane, bro. These people are fucking crazy. They all voted against all kinds of bail reform and putting people in jail. You know, it's just... New York is a very fucked up place. And that's not to say that you're just going to get shot walking down the street, right? Like, and you should just expect it. But it's like, a lot of New York problems are just self-inflicted. Because they don't want to offend people or put them in jail. So you got ladies walking down the street on TikTok, which I would already tell you not to walk around anymore with stuff out like that, right? Like, back in the day, I used to play, like, my DS on the train or something like that. You could do that or whatever. You know, people would get robbed back then. It's not like it suddenly changed, like, 10 years ago or something. But in my opinion, I would not pull out your electronics on the train anymore. I just wouldn't. As someone who rode the train basically routinely up until 2020, I would not do that. Now, am I saying that you're immediately going to get fucking jumped? Of course not. But everything in life comes with risk. And I would just say to be mindful of the amount of risk that you are exposing yourself to. You know? It's very hard to get cops in the subway. You're very lucky if they're in your station, right? And your station is not Times Square or something, right? So, I don't know. But yeah, I saw that. Of course I saw that. And then I saw the stupid-ass fucking response that they had. But, you know, that's just how New York is. We don't do the right thing. We push people down. Specifically, like, people will vote for things, and then when it comes time for them to uphold their end of a bargain, they won't follow through with it, right? So, certain cultures and certain races will be like, okay, well, we want to vote for this, this, and this. But then they won't make good on it, right? Like, they want every other community to foot it, right? But they themselves won't fucking do it. They'll be like, oh, well, it's not our problem, right? But, like, but you voted for it. Like, they'll vote for other people to spend their time and resources to fix a problem, and then they don't want to be part of the solution. It's like, it's not a team effort, but when they go up, we're supposed to be happy about it. But I mean, that's the story in a lot of places. That's not even like a New York-centric problem. That's just, it just is what it is, man. I don't know. Like I said, like, ultimately New York is my home. Like, whatever stupid shit happens in this fucking city, it still is my home. Like, I still am very fortunate enough to live, basically, not that far away from all the playgrounds I used to go to and stuff. And so, you know, I do feel a certain type of way about it. Oh, this is crooked. Oh, shit. Well... This doesn't really work. This passageway is just gonna be cursed, bro. I don't know. Whatever. I've seen dudes break out into fights at, what was it, 34th and Penn? I was on the A train, and everyone on the fucking train was watching these dudes beat the shit out of each other. You already know the races, I don't have to fucking say it. And no one ever stops and thinks, like, well, damn, that's kind of a problem. Like, why is this allowed? Why don't we change something about this? No one ever stops to think about that. Just two dudes beating the shit out of each other on the fucking subway. Exactly like any meme, any whatever. So, you know, you don't even need people that criticize New York to make New York look bad. New York do a damn good job of that itself. That's pretty much it. Room. Wait, oh, I need the incense burner. Oops. I totally forgot about that. There you go. Why a wizard needs incense, I have no idea, but sure, it works. Alright. So the wizard's workshop has been repaired. Ash, don't do that. Don't do that. Because, like once you start with the what could it have been, you're never going to stop, and it never gets better. Don't do that. I mean, it's hard not to. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's easy. But, you know, it's like... Ultimately, the lesson here is that when you have kids, like, you can't really control what kind of people they're going to become. You can only... There's only so much tutorial mode that you could do. And then the rest is quite literally up to them, right? Like, there's only so much that you can do as a parent. And the rest is up to them. As brutal of a reality as that is, I mean, that's the truth. Oh, great, let me eat. Great. You know what? Honestly, I need to tear this up anyway. Shaking her head. I mean, the ideal is that they don't have to worry about this anymore, right? You know? However many years she was alive, you know, how much nonsense did she put up with? Now you don't have to put up with it anymore. That's how I look at it. Again, some days it's easy than others, right? I'm not a fucking guru on this, but you know, it's like at least you don't have to deal with this bullshit anymore, right? Like at least your part in it is done. You did what you could for 90 some years, and then now you're effectively retired, right? You don't have to worry about it anymore, hopefully. So yeah, I don't. You can't beat your. Or, I don't know. It's not self-flagellation. I never gave these guys burials, by the way. But yeah, it's not about like self-flagellation or anything. You know, it's just can't think about it like that. They blame the eclipse on climate change. I saw a bunch of people blame the earthquake on climate change, and I was like, dude, like how many of y'all just flat out failed Earth science? No, I know. That's why I kind of took it back. I was like, it's not self-flagellation. It's more like you just think about like the what if, and trust me, like it's not as bad as if you beat yourself up for it. But the what ifs are just gonna be what ifs, right? You know, forever. I don't know. That's how I view it. I mean, you're welcome to consult your own method of. I don't want to say coping, but you know what's the word I'm looking for? Comforting, just. Understanding that people are stupid and will never... Certain people just can never change, right? Like, it doesn't matter what fucked up situation they're in, they just like the shit that they're in. And I don't know how to describe that, so... There you go. I'm like, you know tectonic plates and fault lines have existed, like, for basically as long as the Earth has been around. And they're like, no, this never happened before. And it's like, yes, there's areas that get more earthquakes than others. If you lived in California, you probably have something like that every couple of months, right? If you live in other places, you probably have it once or twice a lifetime, right? Because a lot of this stuff is happening on such a large geological scale, like, you're going to be dead and gone before it occurs again. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't know. Not everything has to be climate change, bro. Like sometimes shit just happens because we're on a planet, we're on a celestial body. There's only so much that you can realistically do, right? Like not everything has to be like some secret. Well, we're doing too much. We have to not all the time, bro. Sometimes. Shit is just fucked up because you just live on a planet. It's a big ball of rock with a lot of shit inside of it and a lot of water on it. Shit just happens. Unfortunately, shit just happens. You just, you know, part of being alive in anything is to learn how to cope with that. I guess I'll open up a door here. They had a fucking New Jersey, I think it's like a New Jersey congresswoman was like, oh, this must be climate change. And they community noted her, which is fine. But, like, remember, that's how she actually thinks. So when people vote her into office, like, that's what she thinks.
Yep.
But voting for idiot politicians is like America's favorite pastime next to invading countries for oil. At least we got some sick video games out of doing that. I'm kidding, that's a joke. It's dark humor, but it's a joke. Let's throw some shade at Texas. I mean, I guess my biggest complaint about Texas is fucking ERCOT. Like, seriously, what are they thinking with that? Like, that's the most shade I could throw at Texas off the top of my head. Why the fuck do they have this awful, faulty-ass power grid that is only just prone to fail over and over and over again? You know? Like, it's one thing that they're on their own power grid, fine. But it can't fail. I'm gonna throw some shade at Seattle? Oh, shit! Yo! Bro, Viv, and you're not in Seattle, but it's your state. You gotta live with this L, alright? Just remember, your state had the autonomous zone, bro. Your state is cooked. Your state sucks dick. Y'all legit had some actual fucking criminal shit going on in your state. A complete secession from the Union. And just because they said, we don't care, doesn't mean it's not a fucking L, bro. That's an L. But you see, Viv is cool. Viv will be like, yeah, it happened. I mean, if he isn't, or if he doesn't, if he's not like that, then I mean, oh well. Listen, it's not like New York is that great. I could sit here and just pull up the fucking New York Post or pull up whatever fucking, you know, whatever shit's happening in New York, and we could talk about that every fucking day. I could just literally go on, Crime in New York Twitter account, one of my favorite Twitter accounts. Easiest political shit posting I've ever done in my life. Easy. I could pull that up and we could just talk about that every day. Every fucking day. And it would be the same shit. I mean, yes, every state has its problems. But New York, I mean, at least I feel... okay, New York is just really bad, though. We got a lot of fucking problems. And a lot of the problems are completely avoidable. But nothing says... Wait, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done. Shit. You know what? This is just gonna be a fucked up staircase. I'm not even gonna bother with it. Crimes in New York? No, you go on it. I'm not gonna pull it up on a Dragon Quest stream. Only reason I rant about it this much is because New York is, or because I'm bored. Well, I'm not bored. I'm intentionally building, but like, no, there's no story development. Nothing else really major's happening, so I'll fucking rant about New York. That TikTokers getting punched in the face shit is like the most insano fucking bullshit I've ever seen in my life. The Salon article is really what cemented it for me, though. That was actually recent. I think that was like a week or two ago. Or not even a week or two ago. I think it was a couple days ago. They were like, oh, well, it must be those alt-righters. I'm like, dude, a bunch of words I can't say on YouTube, and I hate these people. There you go. Where the fuck is this? There you go. There you go. This is my alternate staircase. I'm not gonna, like, make it fancy or whatever. That'd take too much time, too much space. We have to build another staircase anyway on the other side. But hey, it's looking pretty good. Right? This is pretty nice. I'm gonna put glass. But I don't know if I have enough sand. I might have to finish the story here and then come back later and bring glass. I also kind of want to move the armory in here. Because as you can see, now we have a lot of space. So I kind of want to move the armory from down there in that pitiful-ass corner up here, basically. I think that would look really good. So that's probably what I'll do. But we need to build a another staircase. And I forget exactly... How did I build it? Was it 3 out? I don't remember. These are not going to be identical staircases. This is going to bother the shit out of me. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 out. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. Oh, shit. We don't have enough. You know what? It's just not going to be identical. That's fine. But the problem is I have to build from below because I can't drop down and do this. So we'll just drop down. It's fine. It's not a big deal. They turn off the moon for the eclipse. Bruh, I was already memeing about people looking into the fucking eclipse, dude. I was having a fun time. Like, genuinely. And then the best part is that the searches for why do my eyes hurt spiked. Like, it feels like something out of, like, a fucking, like, Twilight Zone episode. It's like, why do you think your eyes hurt, stupid? You looked at the fucking sun exposed. Why do you think your eyes hurt? Because you've never used them, Neo. No, that's a Matrix joke. That's a Matrix joke. What, Morpheus, why do my eyes hurt? Because you've never used them. That first movie is full of so many good memes. But people just remember the red pill, blue pill meme. I love that fucking movie. I love that movie and I love the video games. I actually kind of want to play Into the Matrix again. I want to buy it on another console, but the problem, there's just not really much you can do. If you want to play that game in this year, in current year, it's really difficult because you either emulate it, which is probably the best way to go at this point, or you... Yeah, it's hard to play some of those old games because they just don't run on shit. Like, honestly, the GameCube might be the best way to play it. Like, genuinely. The 16 DLC is coming out on the 18th of this month. I will not be playing it. At least not while it's new. I'm just not going to be playing it. Yeah, Viv, you have to understand that Texas is a huge state. So, Ash might literally have people... Well, I could probably guarantee that no one knows all the representatives in their state. Like, inevitably, you're going to have a bunch of people say stupid shit. Like, right now, I fucked this up big time. But whatever, it is what it is. So, like, I can tell you, I don't know what everyone in New York says. I just know what the big people say, and usually they say stupid shit. Alright, can I work backwards from this? Asking someone to be accountable for, like, half of their stuff is, like, insane. Because who even knows who these people are? But New Yorkers get what they vote for, I guess, so... Unfortunately, that happens to include me. Very nice. Well, I made it work. And I immediately broke it. Oh, I care. I used to shitpost on Poll all the time. Absolutely. If you don't know what Poll is, don't worry about it. It's an internet forum for politics. I used to shitpost on Poll all the fucking time, bro. And, I think that's one of my favorite parts of it, is that, like, you get all kinds of people on Poll, right? People always paint 4chan as this terrible, awful, like, right-wing specific site. A lot of times, there's a lot of left-wingers on 4chan. I've met a lot of people on 4chan that were left-wing as shit. I met a lot of females off 4chan who were left-wing as shit, too. So, I mean, it's not this, like... What the fuck? Oh, goddamn. Yeah, when they broke this, they just put it back on top like that. Okay, hold on. Let me do this real quick. 16. Alright, what are we making over here? Gold. Alright, what are we making over here? Iron ingots, silver, iron... Wait, what's this? Steel. I mean, basically, we have an infinite supply of steel. Yeah, we really do. We have an infinite supply of steel because we have an infinite supply of the underlying material. And copper. Not that we need any of this. That's the one thing that kind of sucks. Like, a lot of the stuff we got earlier, we just don't need anymore. But I will say, like, I think Furrowfield was the most fun to build up. I think this is second because, like, look how intricate the design for this place is becoming. Like, now I feel like I'm making a Zelda dungeon, basically. I think that's actually one of the coolest things that I have going. Is I made, like, a Zelda dungeon, pretty much. Alright, so I'm assuming we're going to need to rush up here, right? Get up here, boom, fire the cannon, right? Over and over again. Nothing in there. You were born in Queens? Bruh. Listen, all my friends know there's two boroughs I make fun of routinely in New York. And it's the Bronx and it's Crooklyn. Routinely. Alright, what do we have in this room again? This is just a disaster. This is terrible. Yep. Looks like that one mask in Ocarina. Alright, here we go. I need wooden fortifications. Overseas space policy at NASA. Bro, when I was a kid, man, I was so hyped to learn about space and all the cool stuff that we'd done in space. And now 20 years later, it's like the most depressing topic I could imagine. I used to love space. I was like, oh, the stars, the planets, all that cool stuff. And we just have not made, like, any progress in space. It's very depressing. That was one of the coolest things as a kid, was learning about, like, mankind's accomplishments in space. That's actually a class I took. Well, part of a class I took in high school was, 1960s. And a huge part of the 1960s was the space race. I absolutely love that. It's such a cool thing, because basically the class was like Black Ops Light. And at the time, Black Ops was 2 years old, so it was kind of relevant. I love that class. I had some really good electives in high school. And then I had like a couple ones that were really bad. It was more the teachers that made things really fucking trash. I love that. I love that class. That class was fun as shit. The moon is mostly made up of gases. Interesting Wow, that's fucking stupid. Why did I even apply brain power to that? I hate you. I hate the fact that I just had to apply brain power to that. Wait, hold on. I guess we'll put a fourth one somewhere else. Yeah, let's put it over here. We'll consider this AoE testing. I don't know. Whatever. There you go. Maybe some let's pretend that he has a fortification. There you go. How would you attack an enemy behind a fortification, huh? What should I do now? Should I leave this room open and then divide it in half? Or should I make a hallway? Because you have to place this shit here, which is going to be so weird. Actually, speaking of which, Viv, I don't know if you care about Star Wars, but one of the things that happened this week is Ubisoft had like a bunch, apparently, supposedly, allegedly, Ubisoft paid a bunch of bots to like upvote the fact, something about Star Wars Outlaws. And so it's like, you know you could spot bot activity on Twitter. It's not that hard, right? Especially if a bunch of people are all saying the same shit. It's not hard to spot bots, right? Like, if you're above the age of 10, 20 people all typing the same exact thing down to the same exact words is too suspicious to happen, you know, right? So unless you're quoting like a literal quote from someone, and even then, like, people will quote things and they'll get typos. They won't say the exact same things. Like, bro, if I see, very nice, if I see someone writing out something and it's literally the exact same as 10 other people, bro, that's a bot. That's not a human. Like, I'm not stupid. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, depending how you look at it, that's a bot, right? Not sure if it's a Bond quote, but it's like, the first time is coincidence, the second time is happenstance, the third time is enemy action. Like, yeah, it's that shit. Except times 20. First of all, let's be fair here, and I do feel bad about this sometimes, but then I remember that a lot of it is largely their fault. Like, sometimes I feel like people don't give Ubisoft good credit. Now, the thing is like, hear me out, though, right? Ubisoft does a lot of fucked up shit, like any company, any video game company in existence. They're not perfect, and they actively do fucked up stuff. I'm not going to sit here and deny that. But I feel like when they make a good game, when anyone makes a good game, right, you got to give it a little credit, right? When anyone makes a good game. I think that a lot of times it's like, well, how could we disqualify a lot of video games for a lot of different things, right? So, like, even when I was criticizing the shit out of Last of Us, and I still laugh about that game to this day, I'm not going to pretend like I fucking love that game now, but I at least said the only thing that could make this game good is if you like the graphics and if you like the gameplay. And if you like a video game for graphics, I mean, you're more just, I guess, happy that the technology exists, right? Like, who cares if a video game looks good at this point? That's why I don't really care about all this weird ray tracing and shit. Like, who gives a shit? You buy a video game because it has ray tracing? You know, like, I don't know. Maybe some people do, right? Some people are just tech heads like that, right? Like, that's just how they operate. They love the idea that technology is progressing. But, like, I don't know, man. I couldn't be bothered, or I couldn't be fucked with to buy a video game because it looks good. That, to me, is just weird. But you do you, right? I don't think most people are buying video games for graphics, right? Graphics are nice, but, like, I think what matters more is the content of a game, right? I don't think that that's, like, something completely alien to say. I think that's a pretty reliable statement. Dude, okay, we might have too many doors up here. Do we even need this hallway down here now? I guess we kind of don't, right? I feel like this hallway is now just in the way. Like, why do we need a hallway stretching down here like this? Feels like just an extra room to have an extra room. See, I don't know. Do I have any faith in Star Wars Outlaws? Not really. I believed in the Cal Kestis games because they're made by Respawn, and Respawn literally is some of the most talented game devs in the market. It was actually a conversation I had with Surgster this week. I was like, yeah, Respawn can make some good single-player games. They made, like, 5 COD campaigns that were all bangers in their own right. So yeah, they can make single-player games. I know, what a shock, right? But, like, that's the thing I think that's, like, really interesting to me is, like, you know, just because a company is known... I mean, let's be fair here. The Modern Warfare campaigns from back in the day are iconic. What the fuck? Oh, because I got rid of this. Oops. Modern Warfare campaigns are iconic because of how... how, like, just the time that they came out in, I would say, right? They're so well designed. Each mission feels unique, especially in COD 4. You could tell that they wanted each mission to play differently, right? Even on Veteran. Like, I've talked about the Veteran Challenge, because I did that. And playing a COD game on Veteran is like trying to actively torture yourself. But, you know, like, every mission feels different. So some missions are easy. Some missions I sat there for 5 hours and barely even made any progress. But that's besides the point, right? Still love that fucking game. That is truly, in my opinion, one of the best FPS games ever made. Is COD 4, for sure. Abso-fucking-lutely. No doubt in my mind about it. They fucking nailed that shit super, super well. I should just block this off. Actually, wait, do we need all this? Okay. Alright, once I'm done here, we're gonna progress the story. Because we're gonna be done with Moonbrook anyway. But I don't know, I like building like this. This is fun to me. This is actually really fun. We don't even need this. Very nice. Alright, let's do the thing. Let's save first before my power goes out or some shit. Literal act of God, stopping and deleting all my Well, I guess it auto-saves pretty frequently, which is very nice. Luckily on the Switch, that's the one console that's immune to that. Because if the Switch dock runs out of power, it just goes to storage mode. Or it goes to handheld mode. I don't want storage mode. What the fuck? Oh, I mean, we should make more food. Do we have enough food? Should make, like, a little more food. Oh, because I never opened this up. Shit. Do I still have the table? I think I left the crafting table somewhere, and I have no idea where it is. I only have like 10 of them at this point, all over the map, so... Bonfire? Oh shit, how many bonfires can I make? 3. I have 4 in total, okay. Very nice. Now calling an EMP on NYC? Dude, that's like... He's legit like channeling that Modern Warfare 3 energy, man. I miss playing Modern Warfare 3. I say this like once every week. I'm like, I really miss playing Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2. Like, I really do miss that. Oh my god, that was such a good era, and it's just gone forever. I do miss that so fucking much, man. I used to have so much fun on MW3. Like I said, junior year, I would come home, I would play MW3 for a bit, and then I would play Minecraft. And I used to love that. That to me was some of the most fun, like, memorable times in my life. We used to have a crew of people I could count on to play MW3, and we would play the shit out of it, man. I miss Shawnee Dogs. I really do. Like, I think about, like, how often we used to play all kinds of games, right? We used to play some stupid co-op shooters because Sean wanted to get, very nice. He wanted to get, what's it called? He liked achievement hunting. And I don't mind a spot of achievement hunting myself, but Sean was really into that. And so occasionally we would play, like, the dumbest games together. Yeah, good times. That was a long time ago, man. And the only thing I could think of is, like, damn, I'm old. That was half my life ago, almost. And soon it very well will be. Okay. 1, 2. I just put 3 over here. Or do we put the kitchen over here? How many do we have? 1, 2, 3. But then you can't reach it. That's the problem. So you need to have, like, 1 here. Yeah, no matter what, you have to leave something in the corner, I guess. Okay, well, we'll put that down in a minute. Actually, fuck it. Let's just cook. Oh no, let's move this. It's crooked. What the fuck? There you go. Does this seem right? It doesn't seem wrong. Simple kitchen because I picked up the well. I think the real dilemma is that I have 5 of these. What happens if I break it with something in it? Okay, it all comes out. Alright. Crock pot. That's it? We only had 2 tables? Are you serious? I feel like we had 3. Plates. We'll make a couple burgers real quick, just so we have food. So that way we don't have to worry about food, hopefully for the rest of the playthrough. Because I personally do not want to be bothered. We could also move the medicine, I guess, right? Like, we don't have to have it in this room. You just kind of have it anyway. Remember chest? That's fine. You know what? Let's make that last one. Fuck it. I don't even know where to get oil. I guess I'll figure it out, or I won't need it. There you go. Whatever good that'll do for me. Oh, man. I gotta thank Ridge for this, because it's been a while since I played a game like this. Listen, sometimes people are cooking, man. I gotta give them credit. I actually made hamburgers today. Oh, I don't need... Do I have to put back the chest? I don't really have to, but you're right. I could put it back. It doesn't really matter. It's still a castle kitchen. I don't like to let the AI auto cook, because then they auto eat, and this is gonna sound terrible. I don't want the AI to eat. Yeah, I know. I said it. Where the fuck is it? Oh, it's already equipped. Okay. Now, like, if it would be different if we had better crops and more seeds, but because we only have so few seeds, like, I don't really like it like that. So that to me is like the #1 thing that really is kind of unfortunate. I wish this game was like, okay, well, you need to have crop rotation. You need to have seeds, right? You need to do this. You need to do that. Okay, maybe not crop rotation, but you get my point. Like, actually growing crops and maintaining that in the face of, like, enemy raids or something, right? No! Cancel, cancel, cancel! Thank you. Very nice. Alright, that's all I've got. I don't have any more meat. But 11 hamburgers should be more than enough to get us through, I guess, even the end of the game, right? Unless they make me lose all my inventory again, including food. Because, like, I could go out and hunt meat. Like, I guess, what's even left? What do you get for doing this? What else do we even have? Crab claw? Can't cook it. Can't make, like, a crab claw sandwich? Oh, wow. No, you can't. Okay. Yeah, it tells you what you can and cannot cook. So we could cook it with wheat. What? I guess not. Cooked crab claw. What is it going to be, like potato salad? Whoops. What is it? Potato soup? Saucy spaghetti. Alright, and after this we're out of wheat. So the only thing that we could even make would be... Oh no, we have one more. Alright, after this we're out of wheat. So the only thing that we could even make after this would be potato, which we probably don't need to do. Yeah, we have no other food, and I'm not cooking that. Alright, we should be good. Lewd spaghetti? No! Oh my god. Somebody touch my spaghetti. I have that on the soundboard somewhere. Alright, this will be... Okay, I'm done after this. We're going to cook this. That's enough. Okay. We have more than enough food now for whatever we're going to do. So basically, the post-game for this game is pretty much just going to be, like, making everything a farming village, making everything have enough, you know, minerals and ore and stuff. Yeah, I mean, like, I like it. It's just going to be a lot of, like, fast traveling and a lot of, like, saving and loading. So, I mean, you know, that might be a little bit of a tall order. Can't say I'm totally in love with that, but whatever. Okay. Well, we finally made the cafeteria. A little bit more could be done over here, right? I don't know, like, where I would put, like, an infirmary, right? I think that leaving this place as a house is fine. I think we're done. I don't think there's anything else to do, so... Yeah, I don't have any frog stool. We can make some more bomb rocks, or some more bombs. Boom balls. What are these emotes, Ash? Seriously. Alright, we're good. Okay. Save the game. Gonna be one of the shorter streams I do. We still have like another hour though. You go back to Farm Island and build a true wall around the farm. Yeah, I'm gonna make 3 layers of fucking walls, and then monsters will spawn underneath it anyway. This is it, Generico. Our final battle, Atlas, approaches. The Major General is an unimaginably powerful foe. Only by your Kazapple cannon can we hope to defeat him, and defeat him we shall. Are you ready to win this war? We're relying on you. You too, Malroth. We shall have need of your strength on the battlefield. Generico, His Majesty is thoroughly briefed me on how the Kazapple cannon works, so allow me to impart... He's right there. Why doesn't he just tell me? Firstly, you place your hand on the Orb of Heroes at the top of the main tower to see what it sees. You'll have to line up your target in the sights and unleash the energy upon them. The cannon can only fire once at a time. Once the energy of the orb is exhausted, it takes some time to recharge. Be careful that you do not miss. That should be all you need to know. Would you like me to run through the exit? No, you just run up and... Okay. If we can defeat him, we can restore peace to Moonbrook. We can escape our fate of eternal warfare. Generico, if we fight together to the very end, I know we can do it. I know we can win. Why am I out here? God damn. That's not him, is it? No, this is wave 1.
Ah, puny humans think you can defeat mighty Atlas? We smash your castle, we smash your towers, we smash everything. We show Lord Atlas how weak you really are.
Oh my god! This is insane. The battle-hardened behemoth. Hear me, humans. You cannot win. You cannot escape your fate. Struggle all you like. It will do you no good. You will be destroyed. Probably turn it down a bit. Dragon Quest likes to get really fucking loud for some reason. Atlas underestimates us. We shall Shun Som. Get to the Kazapple cannon. Oh, okay, perfect. Use L to aim it. Unleash the fury of it. Unleash its fiery fury. To stop looking down the sights or return to the very press circle. He blocked it. No, it can't be. He is unhurt. I don't expect humans to put up a real fight, but it'll take more than Magic P-Shirt to hurt Mighty Atlas. Go, my minions, destroy the humans, destroy their castle, destroy everything. His high is just too tough. The blast had no effect. There must be some other way. We cannot fire the cannon again until it recharges. We'll hold back the monsters until then. I mean, they're kind of doing a good job. I mean, did I even need to come down here? Like, seriously. I could have built, like, 10 more walls, and they would have never gotten anywhere close. Like, seriously.
Oh, ah, e, oh. I think I singed my fur. Oh, ah.
I like how the ice trap just unloads all the textures on them. If only you could build more of those other traps. Down I go! Alright, let's start making our way over to the cannon. Generico. You fire the Kazapple cannon now, it will have no effect. Oh, well, I mean, I was gonna get to it. What the fuck? They force you. I guess they want you to be down here for something. Like, isn't this suboptimal? I wouldn't have even gotten back in time. Ow. Alright, what about now? Okay, so no, I have to defeat enough underlings, that's all. Never mind. Apparently, Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince is already out of print. They made one print of that game, and it's already gone, basically. Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to do that. No, that was such a waste. Yeah, I don't care about this damage. I care more that it stuns me. Every fucking game I get stun locked.
I'll blow you to smithereens!
And they unload all the textures on him. I love that. Ow. Can you tell what's happening? I can. No! Can you not, bro? Unbelievable. Now we have a whole new fucking window. Jump over his attacks. There you go. Jump? What do they think I am? He's tired. Look, he has exhausted himself. This is our chance. All forces attack. Should I go fire the cannon? We have him staggered. Oh my god, I have to run all the way back to the tower, man. Oh, never mind. Here we go. This way, in the eye, right? There you go. Right in the eye. Brilliant shot. Yeah, I played Zelda games. It's great. We have only to hold off the monsters, await our opportunity, and land another shot or two in his eye like that, and victory will be ours. Another shot or two. What the fuck? Oh my god. I should have put a row of ballistas down here instead of spike traps. Ow. Wait, what happened to the thing? What the hell? Did he break it? It didn't even get added to my inventory. It's just gone. Oh, look at this hole. Good lord. Well, unfortunately, Marble is not, like, completely invincible. As you can tell. It does have weakness. You blink, you lose. Wow, I hate these things. Can I hit him from up here? No. Even though I'm swiping right through his fucking head. There we go. This is the craziest fight so far. I love it. He's getting tossed around. He can't even see anything. This dude looks like he stepped out of a PS1 game when he's frozen. I don't even care that I get hit. It doesn't even do any real damage to me. That's like the only kind of attack that does any real damage. Ow. Why is no one attacking him? Is he too far away? I have to run from that. You can't jump that. Not even sure how you run from it. I think you have to run around his leg. Oh my god. Wow, it's a combo. I can't even get up. Let's wait for him to get a little closer so everyone else can fight. Thank you. I like how they're taking no damage. I mean, for what it's worth, that's pretty dope. Dude, look at this asshole. I blinked first. Did I hear about OJ? Of course. Oh, shit. Oh my god! Dude! My poor defenses! Everyone heard about OJ. Dude, OJ is like the pinnacle of, if you have a good lawyer, you could get away with anything in America. Like, that's like famously the trial, is they had a big chase, which I didn't even remember until recently, that they had like a big chase because of it. Until the Diddy stuff happened, people were making like comparisons between that and OJ. They're like, oh, there's gonna be a chase and stuff. That didn't happen with him. But yeah, no, they, there's gonna be a big chase. There was a big chase. They had a whole trial, and you know, whatever. I mean, it's not whatever, but like at this point, some of this stuff is so ancient. It's like, what else is there really to say about it, you know? If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. And it was a banger. It became a meme. So it worked. Why did they say once or twice more with the cannon? I have no idea. That's interesting. Atlas seems to have dropped something. Alright, I get nothing for level 30. Oh, yeah, it's the crest. Yeah, we can put it on the fire now. Victory. I didn't even know where we were because there's a new hole. They destroyed the entire front of the wall, but I mean, hey, that's what it was for, right? And then item that he dropped when he fell, could it be? Generico, my boy. Oh, Generico, our beautiful builder, you have vanquished our foe and saved our kingdom. Yet, Zooks, I knew you could do it. In honor of your great deeds of arms this day, I may consider you taking you on as my squire. Goddess be praised, the vile tyrant who had this fair isle in his iron grip is no more. Our days of endless bloodshed are over. I cannot believe this is really real. We did it. We actually did it. We defeated the children of Hargon. Ahem. Please pardon that outburst. Such behavior is unbecoming of Moonbrook's military leader. Before our celebrations begin in earnest, what say we repair the damage to the castle? Yeah, that, for once, we actually need that. Thank you. Because Lord knows this dude was just making a mockery of everything, bro. Very nice. Now I get to listen to this. I'll speak with you. You recovered a rusted relic from Atlas's body, did you not? I believe it may be the Mark of Moonbrook, the legendary treasure that will restore peace to my realm. You have only to repair it, take it to a workbench, and transform it into the mighty Mark of Moonbrook. Battlefield Earth.
Yay!
Mark of Moonbrook. Magic crystal, steel ingot. There you go. We are literally cooking with fire. Very nice. The Mark of Moonbrook is as good as new. How can I ever repay you? As I told you and you alone, this world is but an illusion. It may fade away at any moment. But when I see your smiling face, young man, it fills me with hope. Mayhap you are not an emissary of annihilation, but one of creation, sent by the heavens to save us all from our wretched fate, to save this world from destruction. Come, Generico, take the Mark of Moonbrook and affix it to the beacon of Erdrick. Let the people see that peace is returned. Super stylish slam. Blasters it on. Where did all these other people come from? I guess they're all in hiding. You just never find them. Peace returns to Moonbrook. Mission accomplished. Took us a long time. How many streams were we in Moonbrook? Like 5? To be fair, they haven't been the longest streams ever. I can hardly believe it. So this is what a world without war feels like. A world at peace. Cannot thank you enough, Generico. If it were not for you, this day would never have come. The builder won our minds, our hearts, and he blew Atlas away. I knew he would right from the start, but I didn't like to say. Honestly, Hayden, is there anything you won't sing about? The people of Moonbrook spend some time savoring the peace that Generico has brought about, and the unfamiliar warmth which has filled their hearts. They decided to celebrate this happy turn of events by holding the greatest feast in the history of their kingdom. Preparations for our victory feast are complete. Now, let us mark the start of the celebrations with a fireworks display. Consider this a humble gift from your monarch. Except for the firework cannons themselves, I concede, these are all your fine craftsmanship. And before I forget, I saw Mauer standing atop the outer wall. He cut a rather lonesome figure. He needs a friend to talk to, Generico, and you are the best friend he has. Yeah, but he already said he doesn't want anything to do with us. Why did I say that to him? Why would I do that? Something isn't right. There's something wrong with me. Huh? Oh, Generico, it's you. How long have you been standing there? That Kazapple can of yours is really something. Guess you won't need me around to beat up the monsters for you anymore. You build things, I mash monsters, but you don't need me anymore, and I don't need you. Once we get back to the island, we can go our separate ways. Jeremiah was looking for you. You should go and find him and see what he wants. Wow, what a great conversation we had with him. That was peak performance, bro. Be like, bro, we've been together through thick and thin. Like, come on, one little tiff. But obviously they want to have, you know, fucking drama. There we go. By the dour expression, tonight we celebrate our victory, yet your face suggests you mourn a bitter loss. Whatever your troubles, tonight's celebrations will surely drive them from your mind. It's time to put your wonderful firework cannons into action. What do you mean you cannot remember when or wherefore you built them? You made them at my request so we might celebrate our inevitable victory over the monsters. Here, take these fine fireworks, load the firework cannons, and let the display begin in earnest. I believe Vanessa had something she wished to speak with you about. When you have had your fill of fireworks, pray go to her and hear what she has to say. And now I can make fireworks.
Yaha!
Can be dyed. You enjoying the fireworks? Lord Jeremiah tells me he's saving the best for last, so it seems we have quite a treat in store for us. Are you ready to sit back and enjoy the grand finale? Yes. I shall inform Lord Jeremiah to get the main event underway forthwith. It's maybe a time for celebration, but I cannot stop thinking about you and Malroth. I'm sure he did not mean the wounding words he said to you. We all say things we do not mean in the heat of the moment. I'm sure things will work out between you, but Malroth is a stubborn sort. You must make the first move, and soon... Ah, it seems the show is about to begin. For the moment, let us forget our cares and enjoy the fireworks. Where are all these fireworks from? Oh my, how beautiful! Goddess be praised, we have found true peace at last. Okay. That night, the people of Moonbrook set the sky on fire in celebration of their hard-won peace. As they gaze up in wonder at the kaleidoscope of the night sky, their thoughts turn to the bright future that lies before them. All except for two, Malroth and Generico, whose horizons have become unexpectedly clouded. Then morning comes. Wasn't last night's party simply sublime? My heart is still racing with joy. In all the excitement, I almost forgot to ask Generico. There was something I almost forgot that there was something I wanted to ask you about. What did Warwick mean when he said our world was an illusion? You spoke with him about it back in Rendarak, and it has been playing on my mind ever since. Forgive me, they fucking dismiss it. Before you came here, I had almost lost everything, but last night, watching the fireworks with you by my side, I felt truly happy. It is all thanks to your hard work that we have brought peace to Moonbrook once more. Thank you. She salutes. There's another matter I must discuss with you. You came to this land in search of new companions to take back to your island, did you not? Friends who would help you drive back the children of Paragon? Well, there's not a single man among us who you have failed to inspire with your building abilities. I am sure many of them would gladly assist you in turn. And with valiant Moonbrook soldiers at your back, no enemy can stand in your way. Also, now that peace has returned to us, the castle no longer has any need of the many snares and ballistas that you kindly built for our protection. Pray take them with you, and they may serve your island as well as they did ours. The people of Moonbrook wait to greet their hero. Go to them and accept their plaudits. They are fully deserved. Where the fuck are they? Why are they up there? Yeah, he just walks past. How did you enjoy the fireworks display? We humans are flawed creations, want to engender much conflict and suffering, but sometimes we could create beauty too. What do you think of that line? I was aiming for the wise and philosophical. Did I hit the mark? Anyway, I hear you may be leaving soon. I have little doubt Esther will want to join you. Please, Generico, take good care of my dear granddaughter. Well, am I saying that girl's all I live for? I cannot let her leave without me, nor would I let you. If Esther goes, so do I. What do you say, Generico? Will you take me back to your island with you? Sure. Cannot wait to see what wonders you have built on this island of yours. We owe you a great debt of gratitude for bringing peace back to our home. As the ruler of this fair kingdom, I deeply regret I cannot appropriately reward you for your efforts, but I can offer you stalwart followers to aid you in your quest. You would bid me join you on your voyage, me, the heaven-appointed protector of this island? You were never one to stand on ceremony, were you, my dear? Alas, I cannot. This kingdom is still my responsibility, and I will not so easily abandon it. Do you remember where I told you of this world and its nature? Oblivion may approach, and if that is my destiny, so be it. I shall watch over my people to the end, but I shall keep a weather eye out for you, Generico. I look forward to meeting what exciting, incredible inventions you build for the people of this world. Gadzooks might find work overthrowing the children of Hargon, and not just that, you saved us from that bally old fate of endless war. When we first met, I was a hoary old fool who knew nothing but war. I was scared you would take away the only thing I knew how to do, but I should have looked forward to it. I never dreamt that waking each morning to a world at peace could be so beautiful. Just goes to show there's always more to be learned, no matter how old you are. You have taught this grandmother to suck eggs, and I do not mean to stop there. Which brings me to my point. I want to go with you. Sure. You would agree, after all, I'm the most experienced soldier you will ever come across. Let us set sail for your home. I have much to learn about the art of building, but I cannot wait to get started. Who else do we need to talk with? Esther. Oh my god, yeah, Zara. I'm going to offer you my thanks again for helping us to defeat the forces of Hargon. When you stood atop that tower, blasting Atlas in the eye with the Kazapple cannon, you cut ever so dashing a figure. By the way, I hear you plan to return to your own island soon. I would love for you to take me with you, and I'd be able to see as much of that dashing figure of yours as I please. I'm a part of His Majesty's Royal Guard. I could not possibly abandon my duty and leave the king unprotected. Ho 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 ho! You must go where you feel you are needed, dear Zara. If it is your wish to accompany young Generico to his island, I bid you a fond farewell. You are not my only bodyguard, you know. Besides, what use have I for an armed escort when my nation is at peace? Really, Your Majesty? Thank you. Thank you so much. In that case, I would gladly come with you and aid you in any way I can. Will you take me with you? Of course. Together we shall show the rotten children of Hargon who they're messing with. Okay, Esther. Generico, my lamb, you saved Moonbrook from its unfortunate fate and returned peace to the land. For that, you have my eternal thanks. You have done much to rebuild Moonbrook, but there still remains more to be done. Will you stay here and lend us your aid as a builder? You say you are to return to your home island before long. Oh, my lamb, From the moment I first saw you and Malroth share a high five, an ambition rose within me. I harbored a hope that one day I too might share such an experience with you. Please, will you take me with you? I want to stay by your side. Gods be praised, thank you. I have never been so happy in all my life. I swear that I shall not be a bother to Malroth or any of your other islanders. Just treat me like another member of the team. Okay, where's the last person? Here? No, downstairs. Probably the most verticality we've had this whole time. Generico is our hero, so noble and brave. Never did I fear. Oh, I knew that he would save us. Now that we have found peace at last, I think I shall live on my days singing your praises right here in Moonbrook. Of course I'm joking. I want to brighten the lives of those on your home island with the twin blessings of my beautiful voice and catchy songs. Take me with you, Builder. I'll play my happy song. Your people will be thrilled, and doubtless sing along. Sure. And you would agree it would be a crime to rob your people of the chance to hear me sing. Perhaps I will form a choir from all the adoring fans that are starting to flock around me the moment I open my mouth. Alright. So we actually recruited pretty much almost everyone. Bro is just walking around in a bad mood. Can't even talk to him. You've spoken to everyone I trust. Jolly good. Ever since I was a child, I have always been fascinated by the art of building. I dreamed of becoming a builder myself. Now that I've had a taste of building with my own two hands, I know that I cannot stop now. The building bug has well and truly bitten me. Take me with you. Let us continue to work together, not in winning a war, but in building a new world. I knew you would say yes. You are more than an inspiration to me, Generico. You are my friend. Now let's return to your island and fight the children of Hargon together. Oh, and do not forget to collect those traps you made before we leave. Let's take everything. The zap traps, the sizz snares, the whoosh widgets, the crack contraptions, the ballistas, the spike traps, everything. Shall lend their strength in turning your island into a shining beacon of hope. Yeah, they really want you to take everything with you. So, I mean, you know, I guess I'll just do it. No reason not to, right? No. There you go. I mean, how many do you think we need? Seriously. We don't need to take up any of the other things. Hell, if nothing else, if I ever come back to this, I could make this into a field or something. Instead of it being like this thing for open warfare. This big gulch, this big trench that they have to run. Basically, we have all the enemies do the Death Star run over and over again. Constantly, again and again. They have to run through this gauntlet instead of, you know, doing the smart thing and going around. Alright. That should be more than enough. I wonder if no monsters will ever attack again here. Unless you, like, literally leave the castle. Maybe that's, like, the end of random monster attacks. Okay. I'm gonna leave this stuff out here. That's too much work. And these ballistas, these are the extra ballistas I made. Alright, and then, I guess we'll see what happens next. I'm actually curious. Like, what's the final island going to be? Very nice. What? There you go. Alright, very nice. I like this music. I think Dragon Quest is really good music. And it's always been classical in the sense, like, they've never changed it from, like, the old school days. Other than, like, updating what they used to make it. Like, it still sounds basically the same. I actually really like that. You know, like, Final Fantasy has good music. Like, even though I hate Final Fantasy VIII, it has good music. Like, I do like the battle theme for 8. And, like, you know, I like 13's music and all that. Like, just because something's new doesn't necessarily make it worse. I actually do like a lot of these classical themes, really. Okay. Maybe after this we'll play Dark Prince, since I did buy it ages ago. At this point, that game came out in December. It's now April. This has been, like, the longest playthrough I think I've done in a while. So maybe I'll play Dark Prince after this. Maybe we'll take a break from Dragon Quest. I don't know. I guess it'll be something to figure out. I still don't know how much further we have to go, so it's just something to think about. I guess I never did make that portcullis over there. Oh well, oops. Did I ever bury these dudes? Nope, they're just dead there forever. Well, maybe someday, like 10 years from now, when I reboot up this game, and I'll be like, hey guys, remember when I streamed this game ages ago? Yeah, I never got back to it, so, you know, it's gonna be interesting to kind of boot up Dragon Quest Builders, too. Remember, this was a viewer playthrough, or a viewer recommendation from Ridge. And yeah, then I'll be like, wow, why are there dead bodies there? And I'll genuinely not remember. Oh shit, hold on, let's farm this. Can you see the lighthouse from here? No, bro. The lighthouse is all the way out there. It's beyond the scope of the map. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if this map, instead of just being a complete square, like a big square, it's actually more like a square with like a big column, right? Because if you remember over here, this is like just a big narrow corridor that goes up. The only thing I will say about Moonbrook is we didn't really explore like a ton of it. It's pretty straightforward, right? Like, I guess we could technically walk around the mountains, but a lot of it is not as easy to explore as like Crumbledon and especially Furrowfield. Alright, long time no ocean. Are these the willing warriors you'd be bringing back with you? They look like fierce fires to a man, especially that one in the smock. They said this island was a foreboding place where no man dares set foot, lay finger, or even plonk poister, but it looks like that was all a load of old bilge. That said, I did hear some serious bangs and clangs as I was sailing around the island. What exactly has been going on here? More importantly, why is this an island in the first place? I always thought that Moonbrook was on the mainland. Leaving so soon? I'll have to give you a guard of honor. See you safely on your way. Allow me to thank you once again. I am eternally in your debt. You restored peace to my kingdom and sown the seeds for a bright and booming future. I expect you to take just as good care of Vanessa and these other noble men and women of Moonbrook. My citizens are like children to me. I trust that you'll do right by them. I can't speak anymore. Mouth, my boy, do not pout so, I prithee. I know that we have treated you appallingly. Your imprisonment was unjust and undeserved. For my role in that fiasco, I wholeheartedly apologize. But look upon your friend. Behold the pained expression on his face. He is innocent of any crime, just as you were. Please do not inflict this torture on... I don't want to hear it, alright? Just shut up. Yeah, Zooks, Malroth. How dare you take such an insolent tone of one as great as the king? Know your place lest you lose your head. As great as the king? Which is greater, I ask you, a king or a god? Malroth, my lamb, what has come over you? Let us not fight. It's time now to go. The path ahead's bright, and our future's aglow. Janerko, I cannot help but feel responsible for this discord, but entering into an argument will not solve anything. Let us speak with Malroth again when he has calmed down. For now, Janerko, let us set sail for your island. I cannot wait to begin building in earnest. Farewell, one and all. I wish you a swift and safe passage to Janerko's Isle of Awakening. But if the fancy should ever strike you, please do not hesitate in returning to Moonbrook once more. Know that every man, woman, and child of my fair kingdom stands ready to welcome you with open arms. All aboard for a trip, time to set sail. The Marshal of Moonbrook. How can we push Esther? Yeah, he's definitely leaving us. Probably gonna be like the start of the 4th island. So, Janerko's adventures on Moonbrook come to an end. Together with his newfound friends, he set sail for the Isle of Awakening, where Lulu and the others impatiently await his return. But throughout the journey, Malroth maintains a stony silence, staring down at the ocean all the while. Sailing is not saving, it's sailing. Imagine if this game had, like, Wind Waker style sailing. Like, that's how you travel between the world. Janerko, Malroth, you're back. Hey, look, there's the golem. And goodness, we've all been eagerly awaiting your return. So this is who you've recruited to serve in Lulutopia's military, is it? Half of them look like they're ready for retirement. What calls for that grim and grumpy look on your face? Where's your usual sunny smile? It's not my problem. I'm out of here. Melroth. You two had a tiff back in Moonbrook, didn't you? Gosh, you're like children. What happened? Did you make fun of his ponytail? You shall have to apologize immediately. There'll be time for that later, my dear. First, we must welcome our new arrivals. As the official master of this island, it is with great pleasure that... Welcome to our island, everyone. With your help, we can make it into the land of our wildest dreams. I'm sure you're all eager to start building. We'd like to help, too. We don't want to get in the way. If you need a hand, just give a shout and we'll be more than happy to help. Well then, Generico, I think it's time we sought an audience with the Hairy Hermit. If you would be so kind as to introduce us. Are you going to lay down those tracks? Yeah, remember when I asked you to put down those tracks several hours ago? Are you going to lay them down? This guy is a clown. Welcome back. I take it these fellows are your... Goodness me. Who is this mighty, muscular, merciless-looking maiden? What? The king of Moonbrook told you our world is a lie? What a load of poppycock. How could our world be anything but the truth? The idea is clearly complete codswallop. Don't repeat it to anyone else. We don't want people panicking over this perjurous prattle. Dude, so this glowing gadabout not sit still. I'm becoming quite dizzy. Mr. Hermit, sir, we of Moonbrook seek your blessing to take up residence on this island. But of course, you're more than welcome to stay. We could do with a few folk as fierce as you. Generico tells us this land is threatened by the forces of the children of Hargon. Please tell us how best we can help in driving them away. We don't need to worry about that anymore. Ever since Generico left, the monsters stopped attacking. Then our first priority must be to build you all some homes to live in. You must be tired after your long journey. Thank you, Mr. Hermit, sir. I hope that we can make good use of the abundant space you have here to give shape to our dreams. After all these years of yearning, I could finally be the builder I always wanted to be, but all I have done as of yet is to help build part of a tower. I need to prove myself as a builder. I need to build something magnificent, something majestic, something that is all my own. She's certainly brimming with vim and vigor. Now, a perfect place for you to settle. There's another tableau over to the north and another area that's just waiting to be developed. I call it the Cerulean Steppe. We'll have a look. So he insists that the world is true. So he's part of keeping the lie in the facade, so he knows. Because otherwise, he wouldn't defend it as hard if he didn't know. Alright, we're gonna jump from here. What is this, a final boss arena? The Cerulean Steppe. Well, it is icy and lonesome. It's funny because we haven't really explored much of this. What the hell are the shadows doing? Oh, because the time of day is changing. Okay. Kind of scared me for a minute. Wait, what? Oh, I guess they always come with one of those. Okay. Take a closer look at the bluestone tablet. Any bright ideas for what to build here? Moonbrook had a castle, didn't it? Well, I think it's about time Lulutopia had one too. It has to be 1,000,000 times bigger and better than the one on Moonbrook. I won't allow Lulutopia to lag behind. As far as the scenery is concerned, wouldn't it be wonderful to look out over a pure white snowfield from the warmth of my royal bedchamber? A castle will serve us well defensively, but it will not be enough. We will need traps and magical defenses to drive any attack by the children of Hargon. Oh ho ho! We decide what to build? Images of a colossal castle towering over a sparkling snowfield swirl around Generico's mind. Build the castle, make a snowfield, build traps to defeat the monsters. An island as grand and majestic as yours is deserving of an equally grand and majestic castle. Grand castle in a field of pure white snow with bristling battery of traps to defend it. We are to build our very own Moonbrook. Okay. You're awfully eager to begin building. It seems Generko has had quite the influence on you. He most certainly has. Why, when he built the Kazapple cannon for us, I was positively moved to tears. Is that so? It sounds like your building skills have improved even more since you've been away. I cannot wait to see this improvement for myself. Behold, Generico, we brought a multitude of materials from Moonbrook to help us begin building our new home. I shall pop them in this chest for safekeeping. I selected the stone and marble myself. They are of the finest possible quality. As for me, I happened to stumble over an ugly old mirror while I was out practicing my latest musical masterpiece. Seemed like your sort of thing, so I tossed it in the pile too. You're also kind and thoughtful, just the kind of model workers Lulutopia needs. Consider yourselves all honorary citizens. Now, my loyal subjects, let's get to work. We need a castle, a snowfield, and a fearsome array of terrifying traps.
Let the building begin.
What happened? Oh, because he's singing, I guess? Okay, anyway. I know the perfect place to put our new castle in Snowfield. Let me show you. Ho ho ho. You do well to do as she says. Lulu has an eye for these things. As always, you can warp back to the stone tablet here. It's much quicker than walking. Our new castle will be the perfect finishing touch to Lulutopia, like a beautiful crown on an even more beautiful princess. Yes, the finishing touch. This is the last area that awaits development. Once you have completed these targets, the island will finally become a true builder's paradise. This is the final tablet, the final task that stands between you and your destiny. When your castle sits on a pristine snowfield, all ringed around by impenetrable defenses, come to me at the temple and tell me of your success. Alright, let's get building. I think I found the perfect spot to put our castle. It's just here. Yeah, right over there. Nice flat plateau with plenty of space for our castle and snowfield. Can't wait to get started. Come on, friends, let us go. It's high time we depart to the perfect plateau. Goodness me, I never heard such awful screeching in all my life. Why in the world would you bring him back with you? Well, he's here now. We'll have to put up with him. Follow me. I'm right. Oh, come on. Okay. What do you think? You should be able to build a pretty spectacular castle here, right? Indeed, it has a good flat foundation and commanding view of the surroundings. A master builder couldn't have chosen a better spot. It certainly seems like an ideal place to build a castle, but whatever are we to do about creating a snowfield? I'm sure that a builder as skilled as Generico will figure it out. Yeah, how are we supposed to create snow from nothing? We shall leave the procurement of snow in your capable hands. Meanwhile, we shall begin work on the castle. I believe we have proven ourselves competent castle constructors, wouldn't you agree? Moonbrook's castle was a very grand affair, wasn't it? Well, I think our castle should be at least as grand, if not grander. I agree, and this time, we shan't leave the lion's share of the building work to Generico. It's high time we repaid him for all that he did for us. On Moonbrook, we would always trouble you for a blueprint, but this time is different. We shall design a castle that exceeds Lulu's wildest dreams. Well said, General. Let's begin work immediately. You're going to build the whole thing yourselves without a blueprint? Are you sure that's a good idea? Or not, young maiden. You may rely on us to build the Barbican and construct the crenellations. In the meantime, Generico here can concentrate on crafting the snowfield. To the north of Moonbrook lies an isle of everlasting ice, and the Powie-Yowies that make their home there can breathe snow as a dragon breathes fire. If you could recruit a Powie-Yowie to our cause, we could brew up a blizzard and summon forth all the snow we need. That's your plan, then you better take this with you. I made it as a treat for Digby and Dougie, but I think this monster you're looking for might like it more. Monster Munchies. You made it for 2 humans? Oh my god. Journey to Rimy Reef and befriend a Powie-Yowie and bring it back to besnow our fields. So where do you buy stuff from? Wait, what the fuck is this? Oh, that's for co-op. That's what it is. I forgot about that. So what are we doing exactly? How do you buy stuff? I forget. You go down to the docks, I guess? Yeah, here we go. Laguna Perfuma. We don't even have enough. Oh my god. We don't even have enough. All the happiness I built up wasn't enough. Wow. Yeah, look, see, here's the jail. Dude, it's literally on the map, and we can't go back there. Wow. Well, that sucks. I mean, but what sucks more is we just don't have enough for Rimy Reef, so we have to do some other stuff. We have to build and create. So, I guess we're going to stop here for today, because that's going to take us time anyway. So, we'll just save. And next week, we'll hopefully get to Rimy Reef. We're going to have to do some extra stuff as well. So I want to thank everyone who joined me. We kicked Atlas's ass. That was not that bad, all things considered. That was actually pretty easy. Yeah. So tomorrow we're going to do more BioShock for anyone keeping score at home. That'll be pretty good. And then Sunday will probably be the return of Rogue Galaxy. And then Monday will be more BioShock. Probably the DLC. We'll see how long that takes us. This Thursday we won't be doing BioShock. So BioShock will just remain a Monday stream. Maybe Saturday. And then I think what we'll do is after BioShock 2 and the DLC, we will do we'll bring back, or we'll begin Ghostbusters the game. That was actually Devin's recommendation from a long while ago, and I guess I'll play that, and then after we finish that, we'll do BioShock Infinite. I think that's kind of like a good trade-off. All right. Okay. Very nice. I have to see if this dude's around. Is he around? Yes, he is. Probably chill for a bit, and then we'll see. All right. Have a good one, everyone. Thank you very much. I will see you all later.